a name that conjures images of a poised and polished performer seamlessly held in the spotlight of the pop boy bands girl groups era of the 90s and 2000s. To the public, she embodied charisma and confidence, her voice resonating across a generation. But beneath this surface lay a complex interplay of motivations, pressures, and hidden desires. Today on Typecast, we peel back the layers to explore the psychological dynamics and Enneagram-driven motivations that sculpted Michelle's public persona. Michelle's presence seemed to echo the essence of an Enneagram Type 3, the achiever. Threes are driven by a need to succeed and be seen as successful, often crafting an image that aligns with societal standards of achievement. In the context of Michelle's career, the public image she curated was not just a reflection of her talents, but a carefully constructed persona designed to navigate the fame machine. This persona, however, was not merely a mask, but a deeply ingrained part of her identity, a shield against the vulnerability that lay beneath. The core motivation of a Type 3 is often tied to the desire to feel valuable and worthwhile, something that the music industry both rewards and exploits. For Michelle, the facade of success was more than a career necessity. It was a defense mechanism against the fear of failure and insignificance. This fear is a common thread among threes, driving them to avoid situations where they might appear less than their polished image suggests. In the ecosystem of the pop boy bands and girl groups, the industry itself played a pivotal role in shaping Michelle's path. The fame machine demands constant reinvention and visibility, rewarding those who maintain the illusion of perfection while punishing any sign of weakness or hesitation. The pressure to conform to these standards was immense, creating a cycle of public validation and private doubt. Michelle's experience exemplifies the tension between public adoration and personal authenticity, an inner conflict that resonates with many who feel compelled to uphold an idealized version of themselves. Within her group dynamic, Michelle navigated both alliances and rivalries, with each relationship adding layers to her public persona. Allies provided support, yet also reinforced the need to maintain her image. Rivals, meanwhile, served as constant reminders of the competitive nature of her environment, fueling the drive to outperform and outshine. These dynamics are fertile grounds for the formation of an emotional mask, a tool for both self-preservation and self-promotion. Behind the scenes, Michelle's journey was one of balancing the demands of her role with the silent pressures that accompanied it. The audience saw a confident performer, but what they didn't see were the personal sacrifices made to keep the facade intact. The role demanded relentless dedication, often at the expense of personal well-being. This dichotomy between public perception and private reality is a common theme in the lives of many performers, reflecting the broader human experience of wearing masks to meet societal expectations. The gift of charisma and adaptability in a Type 3 can also become a trap, a shadow self that emerges when the pursuit of success eclipses genuine self-connection. For Michelle, growth involved the challenging process of integrating these shadow aspects, reconciling the public persona with her true self. Shadow integration requires embracing vulnerability and authenticity, allowing for a more holistic sense of identity that transcends the confines of public opinion. As we reflect on Michelle's story, a universal question arises. How often do we find ourselves crafting identities to fit into roles that society applauds? Where do we recognize the pressure to become a role rather than reveal our true selves? These reflections invite us all to consider the masks we wear and the parts of ourselves we may have hidden for the sake of acceptance. Examining Michelle Williams's journey through the lens of the Enneagram invites a deeper understanding of the psychological dynamics at play in her rise to fame. It serves as a mirror, offering insights into our own experiences of navigating identity and public perception. The Enneagram Type 3, often referred to as the achiever, embodies not only an intense drive, but also an underlying vulnerability tied to their sense of self-worth. For Michelle, this archetype manifested in her relentless pursuit of excellence, an endeavor that, while commendable, often risked overshadowing her intrinsic value with extrinsic validation. The interplay between her core desire to be valued and her core fear of worthlessness created a dance of perpetual motion, propelling her forward, but at the cost of personal reflection. This tension between her public accomplishments and private insecurities illuminated the universal struggle of achieving versus being. Michelle's journey underscores a critical aspect of the human condition, our propensity to measure self-worth through accomplishments rather than authenticity. The Type 3's shadow side warns of the danger in equating identity solely with success, a trap that can lead to burnout and disconnection from one's true desires and emotions. In her quieter moments, away from the spotlight, Michelle faced the task of untangling her identity from her achievements. This process of shadow integration required confronting core fears and acknowledging the parts of herself she had neglected. The journey is akin to peeling back layers, revealing vulnerabilities hidden beneath the polished exterior. It challenges the notion that success is the ultimate measure of worth and invites a reevaluation of what it means to live authentically. A poignant moment in Michelle's narrative occurred during a period of creative hiatus, where the absence of applause and accolades offered a stark contrast to her usual environment. This space allowed her to explore personal passions and interests that were not tied to her public persona, thus fostering a deeper connection to her true self. This exploration is emblematic of the growth path for a Type 3, encouraging a shift from external validation to internal fulfillment. Moreover, the ecosystem surrounding Michelle played a significant role in shaping her psychological landscape. As a public figure, she navigated a complex dynamic of fans, critics, and collaborators, each representing different facets of the human psyche. The trickster archetype emerges in the form of unpredictable media scrutiny, constantly testing her resilience and adaptability. Meanwhile, the mentor archetype often appeared through influential figures who provided guidance and perspective, helping Michelle navigate her journey with wisdom. These interactions highlight the intricate web of relationships that both challenge and support personal growth. They serve as mirrors, reflecting back the aspects of ourselves that we must confront. In Michelle's world, every encounter, whether supportive or adversarial, contributed to her ongoing process of self-discovery and shadow work. The narrative tension in Michelle's story lies not just in her external achievements, but in the internal battle to reconcile her public and private selves. It's a tension that resonates widely, inviting viewers to reflect on their own experiences of identity formation and the pressures to conform to societal expectations. The psychological depth of her journey offers a rich tapestry of insights into the human psyche, encouraging a deeper exploration of what it means to be truly authentic in a world that often values appearances over substance. As we delve deeper into Michelle's story, we find that her journey is not just about personal triumphs, but also about embracing the complexities and contradictions of human nature. It's a reminder that true growth often involves facing uncomfortable truths and allowing oneself to be vulnerable. In doing so, Michelle not only redefined her sense of self, but also illuminated a path for others to follow, a path that prioritizes genuine connection over superficial success. The continued exploration of Michelle's character through the Enneagram framework reveals a profound narrative about resilience, identity, and the courage to be true to oneself. Her story encourages a reconsideration of success, urging us to look beyond the accolades and towards a more holistic understanding of personal fulfillment. This journey of self-discovery and shadow integration not only transforms Michelle, but also offers invaluable lessons to all those striving to navigate the complexities of identity in a world that often demands conformity. Her story becomes a testament to the power of authenticity and the transformative potential of embracing one's true self.